Good morning. My name is Dr. Felice Cellini. I'm blessed and grateful to be in recovery. Welcome to our Why Wait for Recovery Sunday morning community meeting.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Haiti and I'm blessed and grateful to be in recovery. I'm a compulsive overeater. I am a binge eater. I'm a purger. I am also a food addict and a drug addict who had bariatric surgery 2 years ago, and I am in recovery.
I'm a drug addict, alcoholic, anorexic in recovery. Welcome. Good morning, everybody.
So I wanted to actually bring up something today to discuss. We had an amazing workshop yesterday. So we do these workshop series, and some of them are more intense than others. And our 7-week one really delves a lot into why we do what we do and feel the way that we feel. And we learn about ourselves and we learn about other people as well. So something interesting really happened, and it got triggered by something that Liz said during the session yesterday. So I had a really awesome day. You know, I made cards for fun. That's with friends last night. All of a sudden at 2 o'clock in the morning, I've got all these things, all these people that sit inside my head. I wake up bolt upright. I mean, I'm wide awake, and I've got the one pal telling me, you are starving, and the other one is telling me, how could you say this during the workshop? And the other one is going, but don't you know that you screwed this up? And there's always the one little guy that's going, well, you need to eat something. And there's the other guy that's going, you need to smoke something. And these thoughts come out of absolutely nowhere. And I can sit down and I can have a meal, and it feels like my stomach is on the other side of the room, because when I eat, it doesn't hit my stomach. It doesn't feel like I'm full. It feels like I'm still starving, and like there's a disconnect between the two, that nothing happened. It feels like nothing actually went into my body. But when I think about it, I saw what was on the plate. I weighed my stuff. I know how much I ate. But I'm always, there's times when I always feel like I'm starving.
So, in active addiction, that happens all the time, right? So when we're in active addiction, we use, and then 10 minutes later, we feel like we probably haven't used enough, right? And so we'll use a little bit more, and then we kind of feel like, well, we feel a little bit better if we use a little more. And so we expect that when we're in active addiction. When we're not in active addiction, sometimes we're still going to want to use, right? Sometimes our default, or Google, right? Our default behavior is our default behavior. And so you're talking about waking up in the middle of the night scared and going back to that default behavior of, if I change the way that I feel right now, I'll change the way that I feel right now, whether that's good or bad or scared or whatever. So you're talking about automatically feeling the need to change the way that you're feeling because you're feeling something.
Well, you know, the crazy thing is, when I think about it logically, firstly, I've been abstinent for a really long time. So it's not that I'm actively using and triggering myself.
Correct.
The other thing is, when I think of it logically, I'm safe and I'm secure and I'm lying in bed and nothing is going on. You know, I'm in a safe place. There's no reason for me to all of a sudden start fearing that, you know, financially things are going to get screwed up and my kids are not safe and I know my kids are sleeping in their beds. You know, all these things don't logically make sense. So it's like this deep-rooted fear that comes out of nowhere that just all of a sudden pictures and goes, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you need to get up and go eat.
Yeah, and so when you say it comes from nowhere, you said it's a deep-rooted fear, which is correct. Right. And the fact that it comes from nowhere is incorrect, because it comes from those deep-rooted fears that you have, from the deep-rooted fears that you've been walking around with probably since you were little. And that's one of the reasons why we step into recovery, you guys, right? We share with the community. We find out what it is that's eating us. And the more that we understand about ourselves, the easier it is to let go of that fear. That comes, right? Does it? Do we wake up one day and we say, oh, today's a great day, I'm not afraid of nothing? No, right? Life happens. We're still gonna, you have to remember that however old we are, our thoughts and our behaviors have been with us for more than a minute. And so because we're addicts, we step into recovery. I've been abstinent for a week and now I'm in recovery for 3 weeks or a year or whatever. And we expect, bam, I'm better. You know, I'm better, like I got this thing, which by the way is the most dangerous place that you could be, is that in that I got this thing, which means that I've graduated and now, you know, I don't have to do that recovery thing anymore. That's a dangerous place to be.
So I just wanted to quickly check in with something. So anyone who wants to join our conversation, we live stream on Facebook. We're also on YouTube. We have people who actually join us in the room in Davie in South Florida. Thank you, West Broward Club, for giving us this space. And also, I know the subject talks to a lot of people because I belong to a lot of the bariatric sites on Facebook. And if it's speaking to you, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, because what we also did, we're running a workshop on the